ago, 3 of which have been Cadillacs, and she's currently driving a pink Cadillac. She's done the National Court of Sales. Okay, that's 40,000 or more in sales for the last for 14 years. Okay, woo! So yeah. She has 56 quarters. Like, that's longer than Sydney's been alive as a star consultant. Okay, she's done the double star 7 times, and you guys, she's done the triple star. That means she's done National Court of Sales, National Court of Sharing, and a unit club 5 times. Okay. Woo! Okay. She wears all of her diamonds to bed. She took pictures of me while I was sleeping, so I feel like I have to get her. 8 times. You will not hear them later. I have on my CPAP machine. I'm going to kill her. And then she sends them to me. She's just randomly. She'll just be like, hey, remember this? 8 times Emma's done the National Court of Sharing. That means she sponsored 24 qualified team members into the company. 8 times. Dang. Like, do the math. 3 times she was in the top 20. She's been number 14, number 20, and number 7. 7 times her unit has done a Circle of Achievement. They've done over 500,000 3 times. And she was the Miss Go-Get for the Matson National Area in 2009. Her highest commission check for 1 month was $12,500. And she is the proud wife of DJ Darren, who I just love. And she's a mom to Ethan, who's 8, and Libby's, who's 5. And she's from New Prague, Minnesota. Let's cheer for her. Good job. You got it, babe. Okay. Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. She told me to take good notes.
Okay. I do like having male pictures. She's so adorable and sweet, though, with her little CPAP. And I just love her. No, I'm just kidding. I do this, and I'll just, like, if she's being a stinker to me, I'll just, like, dig back through my photos and bring it back up. I'm that friend.
That's the kind of friend.
But in seriousness, you guys, I mean, I've met a lot of people in the company. You have one of, if not the most authentic leaders in the entire company. You're so lucky to have her. And I'm so lucky to have her as my friend, even though sometimes she's not so sure about it. So, okay, my topic today is about recruiting. And I am actually training you on this for selfish reasons. I want your unit to recruit a lot in the next 4 months because I want Grace Lemke to be on the top sales director trip with me in Spain. So, you know, there's always a selfish motive, but I really want to show you why this is going to make a huge impact in your own life, right? So I kind of want to cover both of those things. But first off, who wants a big juicy team?
Woo! Yeah!
Everybody? Okay. Shout out, just super quick, like, what are some reasons you want to have a team? Just shout them out.
Quit my job.
Quit her job. Okay. Income. What else?
More fun.
Fun.
Impact other people more.
Yes, a bigger influence, right? What else?
More friends.
More friends.
Higher up in the company.
Kind of got to be your friend.
Higher up in the company.
Higher up in the company. Yeah, moving up the career path. Okay, so how many of you were on the Zoom that I did where I trained on recruiting? Okay, just a few of you. Okay, so I'll tell you this again. This will give you all the hope in the world. I used to be one of the worst recruiters in the company. In fact, when I came into the company, I told my director, I told her what I was going to do. And I was only going to sell product, and just like, this was a sorority thing. I was just going to like hang out. I wasn't doing that whole recruiting thing. Okay, so then she's more of a persistent personality, and she kept insisting that I do the Pearls of Sharing program, and I was not having it. Okay, not having it. In fact, in order to get her off of my back, I chose 3 people from college that I didn't even like to do the pearls, just so she would get off of my back about the Pearls of Sharing. Okay, so that's my humble beginning. And now I'm one of the top recruiters in the whole company. And so I'm going to share, so first I want to share with you a couple of thoughts, and I want to show you why you want to recruit, and then I'm going to give you like how you're going to do it. Okay, So here's the first thought, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna make some of you really uncomfortable, because my friend Andrea said this to me, and I was so uncomfortable for weeks about it, and I was like, no, she's wrong. Do you ever hear something like that, and then you sit and you process it, and you go, okay, maybe there's something to this. So here's what I want you to sit in your discomfort, as Grace would say, right? I call it sitting in a wet diaper, because that's the most uncomfortable thing. So you're sitting, I want you to think about this. It is always better to have a team member than a customer. How many of you are like, ugh, really? Anybody uncomfortable with this?
It is always better to have a team member. I don't even know if this is on.
It was.
Okay. I can talk. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It is always better to have a team member than a customer. And here's why. How many of you have had a repair customer?
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Woo!
You've had
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever had a repair or like a customer that like she's ordering big, and now you're like, where did she go? And now she's not communicating with you, she's ordering nothing. You know what happened, right? Her daughter joined Rodan and Fields, right? So now she's like, well, I like Mary Kay, but I gotta support my daughter who just joined Rodan and Fields. Now you don't have a customer. Now, I would argue that if she was a consultant on your team and her daughter joined Rodan and Fields, she's still gonna like be excited for her daughter, but she's getting a 50% discount on her product. She's making extra money. She's not gonna leave Mary Kay. And that was the thought. When Andrea explained it to me like that, I was like, okay. And I will just share with you, I have a handful. Okay, there's over 200 women in my unit. I have a handful of women who are strictly personal use only, like a handful. And one of them is my mother. She's been on my team for 9 years, has never sold a single product to another person. So this isn't about recruiting personal use only people. It's just about a new thought, because sometimes we have limiting beliefs about recruiting, like, oh my gosh, if I recruit my customers, my income is gonna go down. Be honest, how many of you thought that? If I recruit my customers, my income will go down. Okay, so that's one of them. I'm gonna show you that is not true. And here's the thing, you guys. If you have someone join your team, you have your good customer joins your team, and she decides, I don't want to do Mary Kay anymore, guess what? She can be your customer again. It is like the best thing ever, because she can be on your team, she can be your customer. And I know, okay, one thing I know about your unit, you guys sell a lot. Like, she sells, I mean, Emily and I are like, we don't know how she does it. We were she doesn't know how she does it. So
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You guys sell a lot, right? So I would put I'm competitive. I'd put money on it, $20, that each one of you has a red jacket or more in your customer base right now. Right now. You have a red jacket or more. If you're already a red jacket, then you've probably got a car or like a DIQ team in your customer base.
Like, think about that, you guys. Like, let that marinate for a minute. You already have it.
Mm-hmm. You don't gotta go get it. That's the best part. Okay, but if you don't have a team building mindset, right? That is like my mindset. I don't go to a party and think, gee, am I gonna sell a lot tonight? Because I know I'm gonna sell a lot. I'm like, who am I recruiting today from this party? And she will sign it tonight. No, I'm just kidding. You will die if you leave without signing. No, it's not how I do it.
That's the light, breezy mindset, right?
Yes. Okay, so team building mindset, but I think I'm gonna have to convince you about this, because if you've been selling, and not having a team building mindset, we're gonna have to rewire some things. So I asked 4 beautiful ladies to be my volunteers. So if I can have my 4 beautiful ladies come up front. Let's give them some claps. Okay, so we have Jade, Stacy, Ashley, and Serena. Okay, so Jade, I'm gonna have you stand on the first, then Stacy, or no, Jade, I can do this. Jade, Ashley, Serena, Stacy. Okay, so use Jade. Which way do you want to? Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, Jade, Ashley, Serena.
I'm Jade.
Jade, Ashley. So Stacy, you just come down.
Okay.
Okay. And then you guys go that way.
Okay.
Okay. It is their lucky day. They are getting free money from me.
me $10,000.
Okay, and Jade, I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but what would you do with $10,000? No strings attached. It's like Monopoly, and Mary Kay called accounting error. We owe you $10,000.
I would put the down payment on my house so I can buy the house that I've been renting.
Yeah, now Jade, I'm just gonna have you hold that money for now. We're gonna do something with it later, but just hold on to it. Let it, you need to smell it. I do take pictures of people while they sleep, so. They're gonna think I'm so creepy. Okay, Ashley, or no, what you guys, I'm so messed up.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
You too can be a top sales director.
I know. Okay, now, this is what I want you to keep in mind. Jade has been in Mary Kay 4 years. Okay, this is gonna be important later. This is why I was messed up. Okay, Ashley, I've got money for you too. Let's see what I got here. I think this is your money. Yeah. No, this is. Okay, there you go, Ashley. Count how much money you have.
That's a lot of adding. Put me on the
I
spot.
hate it when people make me do math on this one.
15, 17, 18,500.
18,500. Woo! Jade's like, yeah, 10. Okay. So Ashley, what would you do? Mary Kay accounting error in your favor, 18,500. What would you do with that?
A lot. Maybe we could actually build a garage. I don't have a garage, and it's on my 20-year plan for my house.
Okay.
That has not gone anywhere.
It's
on a plan, though.
Substantial garage.
I know, I'm like, depending on how much of a garage we're talking, that's like
Well,
half of it or more, you know?
I just want, just a 2-car garage with like some storage,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I can hide in the back.
Perfect. We have Serena. So Serena, can you count your money?
$14,500.
Okay. Woo! Woo! Serena, what would you do with 14,500?
I think I would maybe do some renovations.
Yeah, I like it. Awesome. Let's do it. And then last but certain. Stacy. Stacy, I hope you like doing some counting. So Stacy, count out your money and tell me how much you have. Those are all 10,000s, by the way. Not thousands.
Damn, girl.
You're my friend.
You guys just counted. I know, it's okay. It's 100. It's over. It's 122,500.
Yeah.
Woo! Everyone's looking at you.
Okay, there's a lot.
Okay, so tell us, what would you do with $122,000?
Well, I would have to say that since we talked about adding on to our house yesterday, that's probably going to
Wow,
pay
you
that
do
off.
a lot with that. Holy cow. Okay, so let's give them a run. They're gonna sit with their money for a little bit, and we're gonna come back to you. Guys are gonna come back up here. So you can go ahead and have All right, and then, okay, so I have this really fun little presentation for you that I did for my own unit, and they were like, pew! So I wanna show you.
One more time. How was it?
I want to show you the financial impact of team building, okay? Because here's what I know to be true about selling. It's so instant gratification and easy and immediate that sometimes we don't really think about the money involved with team building. So I'm going to show it to you. And how many of you raise your hand if you feel like you really know the Mary Kay career path? Like really? Does anybody know how you even make 8%? Okay, Samantha, of course. Okay. So
Hello, safety and security, Sam.
okay, so one person in the room knows how you make 8%. So this is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can.
I could go. Look at her. That's Miss Gokin.
That's the reason I moved, Annie.
Okay. All right. So just some things. Can you guys see it? I feel like I'm in the way.
You're good.
Okay. So an active team member means they've ordered 225 wholesale within 3 months. A great start qualified means 600 in their first 4 months. This is important that you guys know this because, especially with this one, there's a lot of money involved for them and for you. Like, I joined in 2004. We had Ready, Set, Sell, and it was like a fraction of what Ready, Set, Sell is. Now there's Ready, Set, Sell, Ready, Set, Keep Selling, and then the team building stuff. They get so much for free, right? So it's important for you to know this for your team member. So we have Carrie Consultant here. Isn't she cute? I love her. Carrie is making a 50% profit on everything she sells. And I have decided that Carrie is going to sell $1,000 a month. How many of you think that's super doable? $1,000 a month, super part-time. Well, of course, for you guys, you're like, that's like a Tuesday for this unit, right? Okay, so her profit is about $400. And I love this. We have a top sales director in the Twin Cities. Her name is Julie Danskin. And I love when she trains my unit. She says, Mary Kay gives you the check, you write in the amount. Isn't that so cool? Like, Mary Kay gives you a check, you get to write in the amount, right? So Carrie right now is making $400. How many of you are like Carrie? You're a consultant, no team members yet, and you're making a 50% profit. Yay, okay, awesome, good job, ladies. Now Carrie gets a promotion to senior consultant. So she has 1 to 2 active on her team. She's still selling $1,000 a month. She makes 50%, so she's getting $400, profit. 4% on her team's wholesale production. Her commission check this month is $80, which is pretty average, right? And one of them is qualified. Every time you add a great start qualified team member, you get $50. So her check went from $400 a month to an extra $130 a month. Look at that. Before, after, before, after. Okay, so she's making a little more. Now, Carrie is no longer a stick figure. She's got a real body now. She's a red jacket. So Carrie is a red jacket. Where are my star team builders in the room? I know there's lots of red. So she's still selling $1,000 a month. Okay, I'm being like pretty average about these numbers, right? She's probably selling more than that, but we're gonna stick with 1,000. So 400 on that. She's making either 4%, 6%, or 8%. I'm gonna show you how to get the 8%, right? Her commission check is $160. She gets, one of them's qualified. Now she's up to $610, and this is monthly in income, okay? $610 a month. So here's how you get 4, 6, or 8. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like 2 months ago years old when I actually learned how to get 8%. Because for the longest time it was 4, 9, or 13.
Mm-hmm.
And until I made this slideshow for my unit, I had no idea. I mean, I had a concept, but I didn't know what the numbers were. So you get 4% no matter what. You get 6% when you and your team, your production counts in this too, do 1,000 to 1,800 or 1,799 wholesale. And then if you do 1,800 plus as a team, you're gonna get 8%. You don't get 8% of your own order, but your own order will get you to that 1,800 level. If that makes sense. Okay, we're moving up in the world. She's a team leader. Still selling 1,000 a month. She got a little team over. Aren't they cute? So still 400 profit. This is where her commission check is $260, and she's going to get an extra $50 for the qualified. We're up to $710 a month. Here's what I want to tell you guys. A lot of times we talk about recruiting in reference to you becoming a sales director or you earning a car. Here's what I want to tell you. If that is not your dream or your goal, fine, great. Do yourself a big favor and get yourself to team leader and above. Because I remember as a team leader, I had a very strong team. My commission checks, just commission, were $400 to $600 a month on average, just literally the commission coming from the company. So even if you have no dreams to be in Mary Kay leadership, be smart. Get yourself to that red jacket level, right? And that's great. Grace loves having red jacket. I was like scoping out how many you got. I was like, we gotta up it in our unit, that's for sure. You guys are killing it here. So, so that's team leader. Now here's where things get exciting. I have really been on my girls about what could be different for you at that elite team leader level. Okay, so elite team leader, new position this year. Do we have any elite team leaders? She's like, I love it. Okay, so this is when you have 8 or more active team members. Okay, seriously, we all know Carrie's selling more than 1,000, but I kept it there. Her commission check is the same. It's $260, and she's still getting that, so it's still $710. But here's what's cool: when she has an elite team leader, wait, hold on.
When she has a red jacket.
Oh, when she has a red jacket. So if you're an elite team leader and you add a girl who is a red, so this is the girls' team, this is your team, right? Now you're still making the same on yours, but you're gonna get an extra $100 because you're making 5% on these 3 girls. Isn't that cool? So now they just added that in December?
Yep.
Something? Yeah. So $800 a month. How many of you would be excited about $800?
Woo!
I don't know, it kind of excites me.
I'm sorry. If your bosses
Yeah.
said they were going to give you $800,
Now, here's what's cool about this. I'm going to show you this in a little bit. You might be like, oh, 800. You know, you missed lots of rocks or whatever. But I'm going to show you later the impact of like what it would take for someone to actually make that at a part-time job, doing the same hours that you're doing your Mary Kay business. So put your seatbelts on, ladies. Okay, she is now a free car driver and an elite team leader. So she's not, Carrie Consultant is like, you know what, sales directorship isn't for me. I just want to be a car driving consultant. We love car driving consultants. It's all good, right? She's probably selling more than 1,000, but I kept her there. Her commission check now, 9 or 13, because look at that. Boom, jump. Now she has 2 grades are qualified. She's still making 5%. And she decided, you know what? I've got 6 kids. Carrie's got 6 kids. Okay, she's not going to finish out Malibu, so she's taking the $425 a month cash. So her income on a monthly basis is $1,675. That's a little more exciting, right?
Woo!
Yeah. So let's say she decides, okay, Norton, we do not need antivirus. No way. There we go. Okay, so she decides to promote herself to sales director. So she's now selling $2,000 a month. She's, you know, her profit's $800, commission check. Here's what's cool: when you're a sales director, now we get $100 instead of $50 for each one. And we get another unit qualified bonus. When you have 4 qualifieds in a month, we get $400. We get 23% on our unit. That's exciting. She's taken the cash for the car, and we get a star consultant bonus because it's a star consultant month this month, right? So now she's up to $4,355. That's exciting, right? How many of you want to quit your job?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Here are other bonuses sales directors earn. In case you didn't know this. Grace didn't tell you. No, I'm kidding. She probably did. $1,000 every time one of you becomes a sales director out of her unit. You can earn 3 $1,000 bonuses your first year as a sales director. Right?
they used to give us a pen.
A pen. Yes.
You get a grand now.
That's an expensive pen.
I got 3 pens.
$1,000 every time you earn a Cadillac. $1,000 every time we do a unit club better than last year. We get this, oh, I love this one, the wellness bonus. You don't have to use it on like a treadmill or something.
I bet that money just makes it
Just makes it feel good. 800, it's either 800, I think 1,400 or 2,000, so there's 3 bonus levels. You can earn 5 to 7% on your offspring sales director's units, and you're eligible for higher car levels that have higher cash compensation, either 500 or 900 a month. So that's pretty exciting. So here's the part that I want to show you, and so if you are, sometimes I think we get in our own head about team building because we think it's like, oh, we want a team for selfish reasons, like it's about me because I want my red jackets, I want to add team members. But I want you to think about the impact this can have on other people's lives as far as income goes. So, Carrie's yearly income as a consultant, $4,800. This is the part that blows my mind. For Carrie to get this income somewhere else, she works 5 hours a week on her Mary Kay business and brings in $4,800 a year. She would need to find a part-time job that pays $18 an hour to make the equivalent still working 5 hours a week. How many jobs right now, part-time, that you can work 5 hours, pay $18 an hour? Anybody? None. Okay.
I know that, don't worry.
Okay.
Sitting over there
So
for 5
senior
jobs.
consultant, her income is $63.60. She would need to find a part-time job that pays $24.46 an hour to make the equivalent still working 5 hours a week.
Dang.
$25, almost $25 an hour. It doesn't really exist, does it? How many people do you know who are working for less than 15 an hour at a job? Lots of people. Red Jackets. You're like, wait, me? As a Red Jacket, $73.20. She would need to find a part-time job that pays $28.15 an hour. Still working 5
That's
hours a
not
week.
even what my last job paid.
Team leader, $85.20. Yeah, so I upped her hours now to 8, just to be fair. So still $20 an hour would be the equivalent. Elite team leader, same. So it'd be $20.48. This is with the one red jacket on her team, right? So again, get yourself here even if you're not wanting more than that. $97.20. She would need to find a job that pays $23.37 an hour, still working 8 hours a week. That's crazy, right? This one's fun. Look at her income in a year. Free car driver, $20,000. So add what you're
That's
making
more
in your
than I
job
make
right
in a
now and
year.
add $20,000. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She would need to find a job that pays $25.77. And you guys sell way more than this, so like you'd probably even be more than this. Sales director, car driving sales director in a year. Let's say she's working 25 hours a week, she'd need to find a job, $40 an hour. This is like high level, like, yeah, I mean, Equinox sales director, oh, I took it even farther. I made all the, I was like PowerPoint crazy this day. So her income in a year, she would need, I bumped her up to 30 hours a week, but still you gotta find a job making $42 an hour. And then Cadillac sales director.
But that's still part-time.
Yeah, girls. Okay. So we get all these different bonuses. 101. Yay. We love making our 6 figures. She would need, so we're up to 40 hours a week. She would need to find a job paying $48.88 an hour. Oh, and there's the nationals. So, this is, yeah, so Mary Kay writes you the check. What is yours going to be this year, right? Okay, so now, what time, how long do I have? 10:08? Don't I have
40
time?
minutes.
Oh.
We're ahead of schedule.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'll have time for questions then. I would love to have, let's bring up